Now, Heartland Sports with Luke Randall.
We got Redhawks versus Redhawks. SEMO baseball taking on Miami of Ohio today, looking to win the game and the series. SEMO, they lead 2-1 in the series and 2-1 in this game in the top of the 8th. Nathan Mertens was closing in Miami, able to challenge the vet finally. Marcus Dierks here with the single, and then later, this hit, I thought it might be going out of Kapaha. Thankfully, it is able to stay inside of the wall, but Miami able to profit off it, getting the tying run across, so it's 2-2. A decision for Andy Sawyers. He's going to keep Mertens in, and that would pay off because Mertens gets the second out of the inning right here. That was with bases loaded, and with bases still loaded, he's able to get that third out to keep it tied at 2. So going into the bottom of the 8th, Cal Sullivan able to turn this swing into a double. Later on, he would get to third, or the pinch runner for him would get to third. Then the hit to bring the runner home. Ryan Lopetegui right there. Redhawks take the lead. Home run deck, they love that. Another run later off a bunt from Tank Sims, 4-2. And in the 9th, it's going to be 3 quick outs. SEMO wins the series over Miami. Still a lot of changes coming to this lineup in the next few weeks and months, but hey, it's a good problem to have for head coach Andy Sawyers.
I told the boys I would rather be 3 weeks into the season trying to get good pieces to fit together than be looking at the puzzle thinking, man, I don't have the pieces at all.
Yeah.
And I know I've got good pieces. We're just trying to get it lined up. You know, we haven't gotten the starting pitching that we'd want so far,
Sure.
but we're trying to get things lined up and get guys in the role they need to be in and get some better outings out of those guys. But it was just a fun win. Like, that's a big win for us to win the series on Sunday, but also to do it in a different way.
Redhawks will host Evansville Tuesday, then Milwaukee Friday, Saturday, and Sunday for a 3-game series. A few blocks away, SEMO Tennis playing its first home match of the season. Head coach Steve Brooks has made a number of improvements to the team's home over the offseason. They include new court resurfacing, flags representing where all the players are from, and viewing improvements for fans. It was really good to see the team in action finally in Cape. They didn't get the win. Illinois State would take it 4-0. But we'll see the Redhawks again at home in 3 weeks. This weekend, they're going on the road to Texas State. The OVC brackets were revealed yesterday. Today, the Missouri Valley Conference wrapped up the regular season for men's basketball. So it's almost time for Arch Madness, but the bracket is not out just yet. Murray State, unfortunately, made things a bit tricky because they had a chance to clinch the 2 seed today with a win, but a loss to Bradley has them in a 3-way tie for third. Now, the NCAA net rankings, they will break the tie Monday morning. If the most recent rankings hold, the Racers will be the 4 seed. It's not 100% locked in, but it does look like Murray will get the 4. Southern Illinois will be the 8 seed. They'll face 9 seed Drake Thursday, 3:30 in the Enterprise Center in St. Louis. Last night in Columbia, history for Jackson wrestling. Kaylee Milam became the first girls state champion for Jackson ever. Girls wrestling still within its first decade of being a MSHA recognized sport. It was added in 2018. It's grown tremendously in the last few years. Several programs now in Southeast Missouri. Among them, Jackson and Milam have set the standard. A stellar career, became a state runner-up in 2025, now the champion, forever cementing her legacy in Jackson. Her teammates also excelling. Bryson Wessel, 2nd place for the future Mizzou O-lineman. Grady Rice, 5th place finish. He'll wrestle collegiately at Drury. And a few other podium finishes. Zeke Camden from Poplar Bluff coming 4th. Cape Central's Connor Poole coming 3rd in his respective class. The Cardinals tying down manager Ollie Marmol to a 2-year contract extension. In Marmol's 4 years as St. Louis manager, the Cardinals are only 2 games above 500. His contract was previously set to expire at the end of the year, but it has been extended. He's excited to continue his work for what looks to be a rebuilding year.
When there's transition like this, alignment matters a lot. And I can say with 100% certainty, there's a ton of trust and alignment in what we're doing. There's alignment in how we see the game. There's alignment in how we view the staff and just people and process. And that's the part that gets me excited.
Cardinals will open their season later this month. Opening day at Busch, March 26th against the Tampa Bay Rays.